Okay, this is Bug Lady, and I thought I would show you how I made my Christmas ornaments for the for the ornament exchange. I used polymer clay, oven baked Sculpey polymer clay, and I also used Christmas light bulb, or you can buy these. I think you can buy these in the store for like ceiling fans and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I did it. I started with the bulb. These out of my way, and I got my clay kind of warmed up. I work it through my hands and get it warmed up. Look at the speed of those hands! Then I will take a rolling pin and fold my wax paper over like so, and I'll just work it. I'll roll it out from the middle out. And I will work on that until I get it to the size I need. And it's not being very cooperative tonight. Once it is the thickness that I'm wanting, then I will peel it off of here. And I'm going to have to turn off that autofocus. I thought that was going to work out, but it's apparently not. Alright. And then I will take my bulb, and I'm doing a penguin, so I need to do his head as well as the body and everything. So I'm going to cover the whole entire bulb, and I'm trying to make sure I don't have air bubbles in there, so I'm kind of working it a little bit at a time here. Once I get to the other side, I'm going to cut off excess with my cutting tool. And then I'll add extra to the head to give him a little bit of a rounded head. After I work in the seam. Okay, so there's a seam there, so I'm going to kind of work that, and actually I'll probably cover it up with his the white on the front of him here. So I'll go ahead and work that together. So then I've got, the basic shape of the penguin. And then I will, if I have like excess, I try to work it up toward the top so that it can be part of his head. And then I'll just add some here. And I'll just work on making his head a little bigger around here. Once I have him basically where I want him with, I've got the head kind of shaped and the seams covered up and everything, I mean, go ahead and I went ahead and made his arms, fins. I just make little balls and then I'll smash them out into the shape in a little bit. And I'll go ahead and show you what that shape is going to look like. I won't put them on yet because I'll need to put the white in first. But basically I'm just making it into like a teardrop shape. Okay, so basically like that. And then I'll do the same thing again. And I'm just squishing it into a shape. And some of them had really long arms and some had smaller arms and different shaped arms. Just, kind of however they turned out. So they're each unique, I guess. And also I'm going to have a ball here that I'm going to use to make the tail, which I just kind of made it a cone shape basically. So, and I didn't attach it until later, but so there's that. And then I have some rolled out that I will use. I'll cut off a little bit for the eyeballs. I'll roll it out a little thinner too. And I'll go ahead and do that while I'm wearing these gloves, because once I switch to gloves for white, I don't want to have to mess with the black again. So I'll go ahead and get those ready. And basically just roll it out and cut a little dot for an eye. And another little dot for another eye. And I think that'll be all the black I'll need. And so then I'll switch gloves and I'll work on, I'll have the white for here and the eyeballs. I'll work with yellow and orange, and then whatever color scarf and hat I'm going to put on him. Now I did do some with, this one's a green Santa hat, but I did some with red, and I did bow ties as well. So I'll show you how I did the flat hats. Just, basically flat with a little ball on top, and then I used some of my tools to make different texture in it. So I can show you that in just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have white, I've got it worked up, and I've got about, I'm going to put it into a ball about that size, and then I'm going to work it into the shape of his, I don't know what you call it, I guess his bib. And it's going to be similar in size and shape to his arms, flippers, whatever you want to call those. And then I'm going to take it and I was looking at a picture when I did this, because I'm not an artist at all. So I have to look at like something to see what I'm doing. But basically I just decided on where it was going to go on here, and then I just basically laid it on there and worked it on. And obviously, it's not perfect. And you kind of want to work the edge down a little bit here so it'll stick good and stay good. And then you can go ahead and like put his arms on there. Kind of place them where you want them. However you want them, starting to look like a penguin, right? Oh, wait. Let's get that one up a little higher there. And then just work those in. Now, gotta switch my gloves again. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, I forgot to tell you that I do the eyeballs. For the white of his eye, I just made a little circle, and then I just smash it. Stuck it on there. Oh, these are big. Might be a little bit too big. Oh well. You can see what happens when I screw up, right? And then I can take the black dot for the center of his eye and shove it on there. And those aren't very good, but you get the idea, right? And I also, while I had the camera off, I worked up his nose, or his beak. So I'm going to work that in there. And I also did his feet, you can see, and I'm out of orange, so these probably aren't as good as they normally would be, but they'll work for now. You get the idea. Okay, he's really coming together now, right? All right, so really all I did to make the hat was I made a ball, and then I just kind of worked it to where it was a long cone, and then I basically pushed my finger in it to make it fit over his head. Attached it, curved it around, so I took the white and I rolled it out until it was the basically the diameter I wanted. Then I took it and I laid it around his hat. Cut off my excess, worked it together, kind of pinched it down on the hat so it would stay in place. And you need a little ball on the end of the hat. And now on these I did put a piece of wire in them, the ones that I did and sent out. But then all I have left to do is put my wire in and my detailing, which for his beak I used my blade, and all I did there was just give him a little slice there. So he has a little, slit in his beak. I did the same thing for his feet. I just cut into him here. I need to set him down to do that, so I just gave him some toes. What else did I do? Oh, I gave him a couple little on the top of his beak, a couple little breathing holes. And then on the hat, I have another tool, and what I did with it was it looks like this, and I just took it and kind of did little pokes in it to make it look like it was furry. Did that all the way around. I used my jewelry wire. I wrapped it around this and twisted a couple of times until I had, well, let's see, I made this, which then I put in his head or in his hat, and then I covered the hole back over. And when you bake it, it stays in there. And then after I baked them, then I used, this is a glaze, it's Sculpey glaze. I found that the spray glaze doesn't really work very well with this stuff. It tends to leave a stickiness about it. And I added a tail because what penguin would run around without a tail? Yeah. Oh, I smashed his face. I'll have to fix him later. Anyway, so that's how I made my ornaments. I did the snowman also has a light bulb inside, and this is the top of the light bulb underneath his hat. Also, I did make the Santa Claus, although I don't know if I sent any of those out. There you go. That's it. Thanks for watching.